you guys? It's Brandi. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm coming on with another foundation review video, and it's going to be on a high-end foundation that I've recently got my hands on that's super new on the market, so I'm super excited about bringing this video to you guys. So today's video is going to be a review on the Tarte Clay Foundation Sticks. I've been trying to get my hands on these for the longest time, and I finally just decided to go ahead and purchase them on Sephora.com, which I don't really like purchasing foundations online too much because I can never pick the right shade. So I ended up getting two shades. I got Tan Deep Honey and then Deep Honey, so I'm hoping one of these works or either the combination of the two of these. There aren't a large variety of shades for this line yet. Hopefully they're going to be coming out with some more, so I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what the claims are on the website for Tarte. On here there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades in all. Not too many really deep toned shades for us women of color, unfortunately. I ended up picking up the second and third from the darkest shades, and you get 0.32 ounces within each of these tubes, which isn't a lot of product at all. I know normally with stick foundations you don't get 1 fluid ounce like with liquid. So on the website it also says, have you fed your skin lately? Our 12-hour creamy matte clay stick feeds your appetite for weightless natural coverage and good for you nutrients. This is a buildable powder to liquid formula that melts into skin for medium to full coverage, leaving a natural finish that looks and feels just like your own skin. Micro encapsulated powders then burst with your body heat to keep you shine and cake free. The vegan formula features antioxidants, vitamins E, C, and Amazonian clay, a total skin balancing powerhouse that hydrates or mattifies depending on your skin type. Use on the go as a spot concealer or in lighter or darker shades to highlight or contour. Just swipe, blend, and hashtag slay with clay. And normally with sticks, like I wouldn't consider a stick foundation as powder. So powder to liquid formula. That's very odd to me, and it's supposed to give medium to full coverage. Okay, we're just gonna get started because I could just go on for days and days reading this because I'm like, wow, this is very interesting. These are new things that I've never heard about in a formula or in like a stick foundation before. I'm also going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape as well to give you guys like a quick review on it because I've been using it for a minute, and I figured if I'm going to use the foundation, why not go ahead and use the Shape Tape as well. So as usual with these reviews, I'm going to be using a beauty blender on one side and my Morphe M439 brush on the other side just to see what type of coverage each of these gives. So for you ladies out there who have a preference of one or the other, you will know how it's going to apply your foundation. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we have the packaging. It's a very nice little tube that's great for on the go. Like if you're traveling, this would be perfect for that. On the top, this is kind of like a little rubberized, I don't know, emblem. I don't know what you would call this. Like it looks like wooden or Aztec in a way to me. Very simple packaging, which I actually prefer with a lot of my things. This is the shade of Tan Deep Honey. I feel like this will probably match my face, but it would be a little bit too light for the rest of my body. So I'm gonna have to add that other shade for sure. So I'm gonna go in with this shade. This is the Deep Honey, which you guys can see is a lot darker than the Tan Deep Honey. So I'm just gonna go in between and add a little bit of this to see if I can get a perfect match by using these two. Going on this side, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender first and blend this out. It went on really nice and smoothly, no problem at all. Now the directions said this was supposed to be powder to liquid. I don't feel like this is powder at all. It's like it's cream. So I'm not sure what they mean by that. So it's actually blending in nicely. Oh, wow. You guys, I don't even feel it on my skin right now. I thought it was going to still be kind of like a sticky feel to it. It actually feels more like a powder right now, as if it went from cream to powder. So that's what one side looks like with the cream stick blended out. I actually really, really like it. Okay, let's go on the other side with the Morphe M439 and just blend this out. I'm not feeling wowed by this side of my face with the brush as I did with this side with the Beauty Blender. It actually looks super natural on this side, the Beauty Blender side. But on this side here, it didn't fully cover up these two blemishes. And I don't feel like the product is setting as fast on this side with the Morphe brush. I actually really do like the Beauty Blender side a lot more. I kind of want to build it up or see if I can build it up a little bit. So I'm going to add a few more swipes. Okay, so I would have to say right now as a first impression, I'm not wowed by the product. Maybe once I do the rest of my makeup, I'll feel differently. But right now, I'm just like so about it. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I have mine in the shade Tan Sand because I wanted a little bit of a brightness. But before I do that, actually I want to go in with a shade that's closer to my skin tone just to cancel out some of this darkness underneath my eyes. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. I keep saying Shart for some reason. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. As you guys can see, it does have this super huge doe foot applicator, which is great for applying the product, and you get a lot out each time you pull it out. This is a serious full coverage type of concealer. Okay, so this is what the concealer is looking like. As you guys can see, it's super brightening. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face because I want to do a little more liquid on my face, so I don't want to set it just yet. So I will be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I've now finished the rest of my face. Tried to keep everything really simple aside from my highlight and my lashes. And of course, I do have this red lip on today, which I don't know how I'm feeling about it because, I don't know, sometimes I love red lipstick on me and sometimes I'm just like, it's just doing the most. But I wanted to try wearing some today. So in terms of the foundation, it applied really nicely to the skin. I still am not really wowed by the foundation at all. It did cover. I don't feel like it's a full coverage foundation. I would have definitely had to keep going in with it if I wanted to make it full on coverage. I feel like this is more of a medium coverage, which most foundations tend to give me anyway. It's very lightweight on the skin. I don't even really feel it at all. I hate that it's not a good shade match for me just using one of the foundation sticks. I will have to always use two in order to get my right shade. It did end up settling into a powder, funny enough, which I actually really like. I did not set any of the areas in my face where I didn't like put out actual highlight, which was the Shape Tape concealer. I use this as a highlight, so I only set in those particular places, which was really just underneath my eyes and on my chin and my forehead, and that was it. So everywhere else I ended up using like contour powders and stuff like that, so it ended up setting. There was no streaking or anything to it, so I'm actually liking it. I'm just not blown away by it. Now going on to the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, absolutely love this stuff so much. You guys see how bright it is under my eyes right there, but it still looks like just a healthy bright. It's not overly bright at all, and I never really usually get any creasing underneath there when I use this Tarte Shape Tape. I only had to apply a very small amount in order for it to give me that brightness. Now I definitely will say normally when I use this particular shade and I don't kind of like try to put something else under there to cancel out the darkness, it doesn't cover all of my darkness. It covers a majority of it, which because this is a full coverage concealer, but it doesn't normally cover like all of the darkness, which is okay with me, which is why I go in with like another concealer. But I'm absolutely loving it so much. So we're gonna see how this foundation holds up, as well as the as well as the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. So it's now 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm getting a super late start, but that's pretty much it. I will check back in later on tonight. Okay, you guys, I'm back. It's now the end of the night. It is 9:25 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for about 7 hours. I think it was around 2 o'clock when I finished the rest of my face. This is what I'm looking like right now, you guys. This is the face, and it is pretty oily. I would say that I started getting oily around like the 3-hour mark. Well, not oily, but more so dewy, and I got more of a luminous glow to my skin around like the 3-hour mark, and then from there it kind of like snowballed into what you see right now, which is very oily. Now in person I don't look as shiny as I do on camera because I have these huge lights around here, so it's like really focusing in on me. But the foundation itself doesn't look bad at all. Like up close, everything is still there. It's not settling at all. I just have like this super dewy glow to my skin, especially in my T-zone. I am a lot oilier than I normally am with foundations. I will say that normally stick foundations have me looking like this at the end of the day because they're just a lot more creamier. They have more hydration in them and things like that, or the ones that I've tried at least. So I kind of figured that this was going to happen, even though the claims, like going back to the claims really quickly, it was basically saying that it would adjust based on your skin type. So if you have oily skin, it's gonna like not be as oily on you, and if you have dry skin, it'll be like more hydrating to you. The whole powder to liquid formula, I don't really understand what they mean by that because it's a cream stick, so I don't understand how they say it's powder going to liquid, because more so I would say it's cream to powder, because when I put it on my face it swiped on really nicely like creams normally do, and then in a matter of minutes, like right before my eyes, it started kind of like settling down as a powder, and it still feels powdery in certain areas on my face, like especially right around here. It's no shine at all. This is pretty much highlight. The only shine that I have on my face right now is like right here in the center of my forehead, on my nose, and a little bit on my chin, but not really too much. Aside from everything else, I feel like this foundation wore really well. Claims to give you good wear for like 12 hours, so I really feel like I probably could have gone longer with this because my skin, it just looks amazing. I absolutely love the way it looks. Now, in terms of the Tarte Shape Tape, now there is like the tiniest bit of creasing today, but I really feel like this is because I use that Lancome concealer in conjunction with this, which I don't always do. So I really don't feel like I gave the Tarte Shape Tape like a fair try on camera with you guys because I use something else with it. But there really isn't much creasing at all, honestly, because this Shape Tape, like it does the job. There's no darkness under there at all peeking through. It looks the exact same way that it did earlier today. So this right here is a winner in my book. Anyway, that is it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concern, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and show your girl some love. And if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button and join the family as always. And until next time, I will see all of you beauties later. Bye.